When we think of Egypt, we think of ancient pyramids and mythology, and in modern times, Islam and beautiful mosques. But this country has another surprising history. That is, Christianity. Did you know that Egypt was an important place for early Christianity? Today, I visit the Coptic Cairo to explore this hidden history of Egypt. Let's take a look at the charms of Egypt beyond the pyramids. In fact, Egypt has played an important role in the history of Christianity. For example, it is said that Saint Mark, a disciple of Christ, founded a church here around 42 AD. In other words, Egypt has walked alongside Christianity since its beginnings. The world's first monastery was also founded in Egypt. The monks lived their faith in the harsh environment of the desert and spread their spirit throughout the world. This history is vividly preserved in Coptic art, churches, and monastery architecture. Let's visit Coptic Cairo, the center of Christian culture in Egypt.
ここはオールドカイロのコプト地区です。古代エジプトから中世、そして現代に至るまでキリスト教の歴史を物語る場所です。ローマ帝国時代の拠点だったバビロン要塞の周辺にはエジプトのキリスト教を象徴する重要な施設が詰まっています。
This time, we present 3 places not to be missed. The first place we will visit is the Coptic Museum. This museum is a valuable place where you can get a panoramic view of the Egyptian Christian culture. Inside, there are many artifacts excavated from monasteries and ancient churches buried in the desert. Take this, for example. This is a mural from the 6th century St. Apollo Monastery in Bawit. It shows the Virgin Mary holding the baby Jesus. Her gentle expression has a warmth that soothes the viewer's heart. At the top is a seated Christ, as well as the eagle, bull, lion, and human head that appear in the Book of Revelation. To the left and right are the archangels Gabriel and Michael. And at the bottom are the 12 apostles and local saints, giving the impression of an epic story. These murals and paintings, called icons, are not just works of art. They played an important role in communicating the teachings of the Bible and the faith to people who could not read. Next is this, an icon of St. Barbara. Her adorable expression is captivating. She is a saint who converted to Christianity despite her father's imprisonment and later martyrdom. Her faith left a deep impression on the people of later generations. It is said that in Italy and Spain, it is customary to place statues of Saint Barbara in dangerous places. This is an ancient copy of the Psalms. Over 1,500 years ago, this Bible, written in Coptic script on parchment, was buried with a girl. It is likely that the precious Bible was buried with the deceased to help her in her journey to the afterlife. This relic gives us an idea of the great family's love had for the young girl. Next, I visit the Mualaka Church, also known as the Hanging Church. The name Hanging Church comes from the fact that this church was built on top of the Roman Babylonian fortress. There was once an ancient canal that connected the Nile to the Red Sea. It played a similar role to the modern Suez Canal. The fortress was built to monitor the passage of this canal. The Mualaka Church is built as if hanging over the canal. The interior is decorated with many icons depicting Christ and the Virgin Mary, and each one shows the intricate craftsmanship of the artisans. The sacred atmosphere of the room will soothe the hearts of all who visit. The last place we'd like to introduce you to is the Church of St. George. This church belongs to the Greek Orthodox Church and is a place that symbolizes the diversity of the Coptic Cairo. St. George is not well known in Japan, but he is a saint famous for the legend of killing the dragon. This icon in the church. I was captivated by the powerful depiction of St. George slaying the dragon. Also on display is a painting depicting the torture and martyrdom of St. George during the persecution of the Roman Empire. St. George is so popular that he is a motif on the national emblems and flags of many Western countries. When I was in this room, I forgot that I was in Egypt. What do you feel? When you think of Egypt, you may have strong images of the pyramids and Islam. But if you visit the Coptic Cairo, you will learn about another important part of its history, the presence of Christianity. It is still loved by many people as a special place that symbolizes religious diversity. It is also easily accessible, just a short walk from Margurgis metro station. If you are visiting Egypt, be sure to visit this treasure trove of history. See you in the next video.